All right, Kale, welcome to the SML News. Yugi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching us from. We are back here for the inside out, for great details, authentic information with your most favorite guests. I think Proskovia Salam Musumba is your best guest, I think. Best female guest. The competition only being the last three girls I had last week who made a blast that has made everybody say, aha, that's another replica of Salam Musumba. Aha, those girls will manage you, Muyang. Aha, Muyandu, you found those who can manage you. When Salam is here, you say, yes, Salam Musumba is your master. Salam Musumba is older than me, is my leader. But I am not as dense as you want to compare. I can match up.
Yeah,
the fact that I qualify to sit here with her means we can have a conversation. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Uganda.
Yes, our country.
Your country.
Yes.
Can confirm.
Yes.
Your country.
Our motherland.
I'm glad you're available. There were rumors that you're in hiding.
Hiding from what?
Hiding from prosecution.
No, I can't.
There were allegations against you, but I think you're here.
I'm right here.
One of the most things I wanted to discuss with you today is the excitement in our country over the nomination of Ambassador Ambrose Olara Otunu, the man who has always claimed that at one time he was a step to Secretary General's job, and Olara Otunu blamed this country, this government, during his presidential campaigns for failing his bid then. A few years later, he's at it again, and Ugandans are excited. Government is excited. Today I was watching Ambassador Donia Yebare saying Uganda must take this. We are honored, we are blessed, we are privileged to have a man of Olara Otunu's credentials. One thing that nobody is answering is why did they oppose his candidature then and they are supporting him now?
A mouthful. Very sad. Very intriguing. Very absurd. Because all those things describe the situation that you're talking about. How I wish you'd give it background to tell us who Olara Otunu is. If you are asking me to do so,
yes,
it
you
won't
can do
be
so.
fair.
I can also do it. I can.
It won't be fair.
Yes, but I am thinking.
The man we are talking about is
Olara
a
Otunu,
citizen of the Republic of Uganda.
born in Mochwinyu.
Mochwinyi.
I love the area. Mochwinyi.
And that's the same area of the late Janan Luwum.
Oh. So
Yes.
Mochwinyi is not popular for Otunu actually. I was wondering why it came too popular.
Mochwinyi is a place in Kitgum, actually. A place which has served Ugandans with very intelligent human resource. It's also the place of Tito Kello, Lutwa, the same place, the neighborhood. And so you're talking about Acholi, the best of Acholi. Then, and maybe now.
Yeah.
We're talking about a man who by no means is an intellectual, an orator, and well-traveled, and a well-seasoned diplomat, who hasn't been found worthy by this government for the last 40 years to a tune where he was a stateless man. He was a stateless man. If he acquired his travel document called a passport when he returned as a stateless man, who we received at Entebbe Airport, and who I find strange that they are now giving him accolades.
What do you mean by stateless? Can somebody be stateless?
Stateless, yes.
No, you can't. Somebody
Denounced
must,
stateless. He was
somewhere.
denied a passport.
Anyway, you asked me to give a profile of Olara Otunu,
Yes.
which I must do before we debate that. Olara Otunu, according to I'm quoting the profile, an online profile. What's online about him? Olara Otunu, Olara A. Otunu, A meaning Ambrose, and A is Ambrose. Otunu was born on 6th of September 1950. He's a Ugandan politician, he's a diplomat, a lawyer, and international public servant. Was born in Muchwini, in Chua, in northern Uganda, and attended primary school in Mwara, Muchwini, and Anaka, followed by Gulu High School and King's College, Buddo.
Top range. Brain.
I see. King's College, Buddo. I understand. He graduated from Makerere University in Kampala, where he also served as a Students' Union Guild President. Of the Students' Guild, I think, President of the Guild President, then to a Students' Union, which was turned into Guild President. He studied at Oxford University as an overseas scholar and attended the Harvard Law School as a Fulbright scholar. During the 1970s, Otunu played a prominent role in the resistance against the regime of Idi Amin, and he co-founded and served as Secretary General of the Uganda Freedom Union and led the Makerere Students' Union also. After the fall of Amin, he served as a member of the Uganda National Consultative Council during the interim post-Amin administration, 1979 to 1980. Diplomatic, he was a permanent representative to the United Nations between 1980 and 1995, appointed by President Apollo Milton Obote. Otunu represented Uganda at the United Nations during that tenure. He served as president of the UN Security Council in 1981, where he presided over the election of Secretary General Javier Perez de Cuellar and established the Otunu formula for straw balloting. What is that? You know about that? The Otunu formula? Okay.
It is an accolade, probably, an acknowledgement of his work, and that's why they have stamped his name on it.
Yeah, there's something called the Otunu formula. I had Ambassador David talk about the Otunu formula. Acted as Vice President of the UN General Assembly 1982 to 1983. He served as Chairman of the UN Commission on Human Rights 1983-1984. Special Representative for Children and Armed Conflict 1997 to 2005. Appointed by UN Secretary General then, Kofi Annan. Was also an Under Secretary General. He served as Global Advocate for Children affected by war and was the architect of the UN Security Council Resolution 1612 compliance regime to monitor and report grave violations against children. Hey.
Largely because of northern Uganda, his home area.
He was the Minister of Foreign Affairs for 1 year, 1985 to 1986. He served the Uganda cabinet as a crucial role in the peace talks leading to the Nairobi Peace Agreement of December 1985. He's a member of the Uganda People's Congress. He served as president of UPC political party between 2010 to 2015. He also ran as presidential candidate for UPC in the 2011 general elections. He's well read. I don't want to read his. He's well read.
Well, he has a really beautiful profile.
Very profile.
Yeah, as an asset of a nation, as a resource of a nation.
Maybe to be injustice if I don't read his awards. He has the German Africa Peace Prize, the Sydney Peace Prize, Global Award for Outstanding Contribution to Human Rights, India 2006, and he has also an award from the Harvard Law School Association of 2007. That's the Ambassador Olara Otunu.
Yes.
There we are.
A really acclaimed citizen, global citizen, but who, for political reasons, was stateless at his return to contest as UPC president in this country. And if you remember, government threatened to have him arrested on arrival. And we gave him political cover to be able to arrive safely in this country of his
When you
birth.
say we, you mean the who? Because you're not a
We
government.
political parties, the FDC, the UPC, the CP, the DP, we all received Dr. Otunu at Entebbe and welcomed him back home.
Stateless.
He was stateless.
So you welcomed him as
sometimes he
who?
carried as a renegade, as a person who had come home, deal with him as is, where is, in defiance, and it worked. Yeah, it worked. I remember I was with Honorable Jack Sabiti as the team that had been assigned that responsibility from the FDC.
Is Otunu good, Salam?
In what?
Is he a good man?
He is a good man.
So why did you not support him in 2011 when he stood for president?
Because I had my own candidate,
Otunu.
Dr. Besigye.
So Besigye was better?
Yes. And better any day.
Even today you consider Besigye better than Otunu?
Yes.
With all this profile I've read?
Yes.
And you actually told me to read the profile?
Yes.
You consider Besigye better?
Yes. But not for the UN. In the UN space, Olaro Otunu is better.
Back home?
Back home in presidency, Besigye is better. You see, we all have our own niches. We all have our own strong points and places. And I know both men. Yes, Olaro Otunu. New York is his place. Uganda is Besigye's place. Which pool do you survive best? Where do you give your best outcome?
How to live and breathe even if UN was on fire? I wouldn't if Uganda was.
You really think in an ordinary way. If the UN wasn't important, why do we want to have a representative there?
Tell me. That's why I have a conversation with you.
It is so important.
How is the UN important to a local man from me from Gadumire?
It's so important because the Gadumire man exists in an atmosphere in which the UN is the global government. The global governance is the United Nations. Yes. If you could read for the Gadumire people what United Nations is and how it came about, they would be happy to learn because they love learning. So, given the small time we have here, we have to understand that the UN system impacts our society and it's the global governance structure in which we are part of. So if we provide leadership in that global structure, it's good, just like Kofi Annan did. And so for Uganda to present Dr. Olaro Otunu for the highest position, to be like the Dakwelias, the Kofi Annans, the Hamas Joels, that lineage of UN Secretary Generals is an accolade for Uganda. And if he took that position, it would add value to the country and add a voice to the global platform, in which politics and development are discussed. It is weird. It is strange. I need to take my breath to understand how the turnaround, the newfound love
Between Otunu and
for Otunu and Uganda, the state of Uganda, to consider him their best. My last encounter with Dr. Otunu is when there was a homecoming for the former Chief Justice, Alphonse Owiny Dolo. There was an uneasy situation on stage playing about where they asked that they take a picture with the president. And Olaro Otunu declined. It was on TV.
Homecoming is juicy.
Yes. He declined and was walking away. It took the bishop to plead with him. And my friend, Monsignor Matthew Odongo, to bring him to accept to take a picture. I think the discussion must have started then.
That's what I have heard, because
the discussion must have started then.
I interacted with Olaro Otunu.
Yeah.
In his early days when he returned to Uganda.
Yes.
And I would see a man who was angry. A man who had never forgiven some people for denying him an opportunity to take the UN job. At the time when it appeared, he was
the best suited.
Very good.
Yeah.
So I was also surprised that government, but I've not heard the president speak about Otunu. But government has confirmed they have endorsed Otunu.
We hear.
No, I can confirm because Adoni Ayebari.
Who is he?
Our ambassador to the UN, to New York.
The US citizen.
Yes. No, Ugandan citizen. Why do you say
the US
Start
citizen.
with Uganda. The Ugandan citizen, Adoni Ayebari, confirmed today and was actually campaigning for Otunu.
You see?
And he called upon all of you, including you.
I will tell you some things. I loved Adonia's way of working before he became a loose thing. And I say this with a lot of pain because we don't have many people of the stature of Adonia.
That's your view.
But he's a make-believe.
Mine is
not
that
authentic.
He's the finest of our diplomats.
It depends on which day you find him. Today now he has grabbed this opportunity to appear like a statesman. He did a lot of work to undermine Olaro Otunu.
Adonia is new there.
Meaning what?
Was he?
Meaning which day? Which new day?
Was Adonia there?
Find out.
The Otunu story is 1985. Adonia
It
is our finest.
As recent as, because in the corridors of the UN, Olaro Otunu has been and is a body of the UN system. He knows the intestines of the UN system. And so, when Adonia was assigned that, it was really partly to take out Otunu, to cut his networks and linkages. Now, after you've successfully done so, you turn around and become the biggest promoter of what? That same Adonia Ayebari worked so hard to undermine Her Excellency Speciosa Wandira Kazibi in her bid for the African Union job. Very hard.
What role do Adonia have in the AU job? AU is Africa Union. Adonia is at the New York.
It's because you don't know. Yeah. Because as a diplomat, he worked himself sick, holding parallel meetings to undermine Speciosa Wandira Kazibi, who was the official candidate of this government.
Did he do that with the knowledge of government? How does government endorse somebody and then an employee of government undermine what
and
government has endorsed?
And you think he was doing it on his own father's cows?
Now we need to be factual here.
I am. I know even more than I can say here.
Can
know.
a diplomat of Uganda,
He did.
the campaign candidate of his government,
He had counter meetings to undermine the candidature of Specioza Wandera Kazibe, Dr. Specioza.
maybe
Wandera
to campaign
Kazibe.
for hand you didn't know because you don't attend the meetings.
Do you know the beauty of why you speak to me?
Yes.
Because you want to know.
I know you have
Those
knowledge.
that I don't know, I don't speak about. Those that I cannot defend myself in court, I do not speak about.
So
Okay?
you want to convince me
And I'll tell you
that
something.
Uganda's finest, Adoni Yayebare, I call him Uganda's
Who told you he's
finest.
the finest? He's fine, yes. He's not the finest. He's fine. He's not the finest. I can tell you an entire story of the non-aligned movement conference here and the audit queries he has. That one I have a full package. Just don't scratch me. I don't want to go there. And then comes to Winnie Byanyima. This very mouth of Ayebare was working hard to undermine Winnie Byanyima at the UNAIDS.
Did you blame him
I
for
am
that?
so bitter.
Because Winnie Byanyima is the wife of
So
an
what?
opponent of
She's a
Ayebare's
citizen.
employer.
You see, you take these things like a village fool.
No, because
Like a village fool.
You are
We are
human.
talking about statecraft.
State survives on humans.
Nobody, Winnie Byanyima, Salam Musumba, any of us, we are not persona non grata. We are citizens. Our parents have contributed to this nation where we are at. And Winnie Byanyima knows her line. She never crosses them. Even when she comes to engage with her husband, Dr. Besigye, she does so at the understanding of the UN system. Okay? So this foolishness that lingers in our minds, like we are professionals, like we are villagers, like what, it's bullshit. Total bullshit.
Would I really work easily with an opponent of my employer and remain credible?
You are not required to, sir. You're not. The UN system does background checks.
Mm-hmm.
It has even access to international security checks, including NATO. If they want to know about you, they have the full spectrum of that. So there's no way you can turn around, you employee of the government of Uganda, of the people of Uganda, to undermine other people of Uganda.
Do you see Otunu able?
Very able, very capable, but no chance. That is to the gallery of Acholi.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why do you say no chance? He has all the qualifications.
I'll tell you something. The UN is not looking for Ugandan this time. It has had a Ugandan, Sam Kutesa, who was at the Security Council, the chairman of the Security Council.
Yes, but not at a Secretary General. Not a Secretary General. If you invoke the Sam Kutesa stories, you are disadvantaging Otunu. You know the Kutesa story ended.
All that is in the database of the UN. It's not hidden.
You said these people can do background checks. Sue is telling me.
Yes.
If it's a credible organization, why would you blame Sam Kutesa's mischiefs on Oraro Otunu?
They can't, but that's the country profile. You have your permanent representative who is a dual citizen, probably a CIA agent.
No, you're scared because you speak big things.
Because I'm big. I know big stuff, my dear. I'm privy to big things. Okay? Mine is to question every decision. Mine is to ask people to look at all facets of the situation so that you understand the gymnastics, the political issues at
No, but
play,
I
the
want
underbelly, the political underbelly,
true
the
that.
statecraft. You must
But
know.
I must
Knowledge is power.
dismiss your pessimism that Otunu cannot win, and you call this just play to the gallery of Acholi. No. Government has profiled Otunu, and it's not a man to profile so much about. His profile speaks for itself. Government has finally said Otunu can make it. That makes a difference between Yoweri Museveni and the other leaders.
Okay.
That after all
Listen,
that, Museveni has
the
accepted
Otunu of now and the Otunu of then. I mean, he's fine away now.
No, we are riding with the Otunu, the same Otunu. Otunu then.
The one you
His profile now
discredited
is
so badly, the one you rendered stateless, the one who had to pick a passport, who was sponsored by another state, another island. Then, I mean, please, Nange, please. Guys, don't take my word. Watch the space.
no, salute Museveni for reconciliation.
Watch the space.
That's how good he is. I actually thought, this is what I expected from you, that if Museveni can reconcile with Olala Otunu to the extent of endorsing him for the UN job, he can reconcile with Besigye.
I'll speak to
You'd
Olala
use the
Otunu.
same window.
I'll speak to Olala Otunu to understand the intestines of what's going on. Because I don't fully understand what the negotiations are, what the politics is, where did they meet, beyond what I saw on the homecoming of former Chief Justice. What are the success outcomes of what they are doing? What is this recovery program? If it is in good faith,
And I believe it is.
I'm happy to hear. But once I see some mouths talking about certain things, I know certain mouths are very toxic, they are liars, they are vampires, they are what? Hopeless.
You fear to say you have been disarmed.
Who?
You were
Disarmed. My arms are here.
Museveni has disarmed you, the
Not
opposition.
at all.
You thought Otunu was yours. Little did you know that he was with you, with them.
Oh.
We want to drive Otunu away. Museveni said, no, come closer. That's what the Bible says. Jesus said,
I have never
Museveni saying, whoever is tired of this Ulubaro,
of opposing me,
yes,
join me.
Come to me.
And he has.
And Otunu
if
has
he
done
has,
that.
thank you.
Take the window to join him also.
What for? To do what? What is the agenda?
Reconciliation for our country.
The agenda, if the agenda is reconciliation,
yes,
we are here.
Nation building. We
are here. Lot 6, Katonga Road. We are not in the basement. We are here.
The difference is,
we are here.
The difference is, you want Museveni to walk to Lot 6 Katonga Road.
Why not?
Otunu did not do that.
He
Otunu
did.
Otunu walked to
There is
Museveni.
no way, guys. There is no way. The Otunu I know, the one I saw, refusing to take a picture and being solicited to take this picture. Don't make me say many things at this time, please.
It's not right for a man to be that angry that he wouldn't take. Why wouldn't Otunu refuse it? Why would he refuse a picture with Museveni?
But that's what I saw.
When he settled here, when he chose to return to Uganda,
that is what I saw.
It was a stable country. He had confidence in the government led by Museveni.
This is home. He came here without a passport.
Is it possible?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
But you see, I'm not telling you fiction. I'm telling you things which you can find.
I know I was
in the archives.
Returned here.
Yeah.
He returned without a passport. That's true. Otunu was angry with Museveni. True. But he has reconciled with the president. And the president has accepted reconciliation.
That is for Otunu to say, not me.
He said it this morning.
Otunu? What did he say?
He held a press conference at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and said he was grateful to government of Uganda, to President Museveni, that all has been buried. It is a new chapter now. And he called upon all of you, including you.
Yes.
So all my colleagues, truly behind his bid. He said once he wins as Secretary General, he will work on all the others. It is a new chapter for Uganda.
Good luck.
Fresh air.
Good luck. Good luck to him.
That does not stop you from calling him because you promised you to call him.
Yeah, I will.
Call and talk to him.
Good luck to him.
The next thing I expect to see is to see you all over, online, international, local, campaign for Otunu. Talk to whoever you know that matters in his election.
This is not a village election.
Yes, and you're not a village
This is
chief.
a state. This is state engagement.
Yes, but
State to state. This is a state encounter.
Yes, but-
Government to government.
But you can do that.
How?
The other day, Dr. Besigye sent you to present him when he was chairman of African what? But you have just been telling
That's
me
not
that.
a government. No.
You are not a Namwenda citizen.
You guys,
Salam.
you are. That is not a government.
You can
a
be deployed
government
to talk to
operates
anybody.
in a different way. For one, the president can speak to his counterpart on the African continent.
Yes, and you
Okay.
too can.
I'm
And
not-
the democratic
International Democrat Union,
Yes, and there's also the other one for Africa is what?
Africa Democrats,
Yes, you're a leader there. Considered.
do a Democrat Union of
Yes,
Africa.
you can talk to them. Me, I cannot.
You see,
You can.
there are parameters. You say this villageness has really conquered your brain to think that everything happens that way. There are structures in the world through which you pursue different agendas. And so I am not of use to Dr. Otunu
You a
in this
leader
pursuit.
of the Democratic Union of Africa?
You see, I can't take you through this lesson. It will require
Okay,
many more hours.
if government assigned you to do a role for Otunu, president can assign you to go and talk to whoever you would talk to. He
You
says,
see,
Salam, go there and
the
talk to them
people to talk
for
to.
Otunu.
I want you to check behind Dr. Specioza Kazibe's bid for African Union.
You supported it.
The groups that were dispatched for that event were Pan-African Parliament, Commonwealth Parliament members, East African Legislative Assembly, SADC, West African Coalition, all those, North Africa. It's a very sophisticated assignment, which only happens through the right people with the right mandate. And I'm sorry to disappoint you. I do not have that mandate. I have the goodwill, yes. But that mandate I don't have. I don't have.
So did the Otunu endorsement surprise you?
It did not surprise me. It ailed me. I wondered, what is this? What is, you know? But knowing statecraft, I quickly understood the picture.
Statecraft is the negative one.
No, statecraft is
Patriotism
not
is the
negative.
right one.
No,
Knowing the
statecraft.
patriotic nature of our leaders.
Statecraft at play. Which too is good. I am happy that the government that spent years denigrating him has finally come around.
That exonerates
appreciate.
Otunu. That exonerates Otunu.
From what?
From whatever
He's
he
a,
said.
he's
was
a global citizen.
fine, but if at one time you said he was behind
Stateless.
some rebellion, he was opposed to Ugandan government, and today the same government which has not changed endorses him, to me I think he's a victor. It should be something you celebrate, something
I
celebrate.
have congratulated my brother.
Otunu.
Otunu. He comes from a very large family of Otunus. There was an Otunu who was my guild president of Genga Otunu at Makerere in 1985, 86. So it comes from a family.
The other Otunu I knew was at UCC. I don't know whether they are related. There's an Otunu there to UCC. But what I wanted you to look at is the bigger picture of how Mr. Museveni has opened his arms wide for reconciliation. He has embraced all his former comrades who left him for one reason or the other. Start from the Betty Kamias, the Amanya Mushegas, the others, and now to one you thought would never be.
But you see, we are not at war with President Museveni. We are not.
You are at a distance. I'm simply saying get close. You are at a distance. You are not at all, but you are at a distance.
Listen, I'm only a call away. That's the distance. Dr. Besigye is a call away. And maybe 30 kilometers from Nakasero, 15 kilometers. Okay? That's Kasangati.
And that call is cheap, but it depends on how you're conducting yourselves before. It's your conduct that attracts and convinces.
Are you his spokesperson?
No, I am a Ugandan.
Okay.
You claim I'm Ugandan. I want reconciliation.
You sound like a spokesperson.
No, I am a Ugandan.
Or like a lobbyist.
And Salam, I should be honest to you, one of the things that give me headache is to see you out of government.
Because whatever, want me.
Yes, because whatever mess I see in government, I'm like, I cannot blame the man in charge. I blame the you who have the what to do, but deliberately refuse to go and do it. Salam, why would you not be in the government?
Who has assigned me anything that I have refused?
But how can your language can also attract anybody to assign you? You are opposed from morning to evening.
I don't agree with the way government is being run.
That's the very reason you should get closer to offer solutions.
And that is why I offer solutions in my space. I've not been found good enough for this government.
No, you have been found good.
No, I haven't.
But you have kept away from government. you understand?
You are such a poor lobbyist. You won't make it.
Eh?
Yeah, such a miserable.
I can't attract you to.
No, you can't.
No, because
me man enough. Like they buy players, in a football season and say, listen, we need a new player, superstar Salam. We want you. We want to assign you. Yeah, I'm here.
We need you.
Yeah, I will ask you which terms, what are the deliverables, how long.
But they are not Salam. Everybody in the government knows your competence, and it takes them a minute to take you into government. There's only one requirement: denounce Besigye and pass.
How sad! I can't denounce Besigye. I cannot.
But you denounced Museveni.
I have not denounced Museveni.
But you are Museveni's girls. You work with Museveni.
I have not denounced Museveni. I have disagreed on the way government is being run. I think there's a better way. And that's common sense. There's a better way to make all of us be part of what we need to. A better Uganda.
I do not want to remind you of a conversation I've been told. I know it is quoted.
Yes.
That at one time they came for the Jews, and then somebody said, no, I'm not a Jew. So they went for the other, said, I'm not that one. Until somebody found themselves left alone. They said, oh, I'd have joined them. Yes. So they have taken everyone. Lukwago has been taken. And said, after I'm not Lukwago, Besigye is gone. Say, after I'm not Besigye. You want to wait for your own day when they take you and you realize you are alone. You'd have joined the others.
You are deranged. That's not how the court is. We are very mindful of the state of governance in this country, the degenerating compliance to the rule of law, and that is a very big concern to the entire nation and to the entire world, because poor governance is the biggest manufacturer of internally displaced people, it's the biggest manufacturer of refugees and boat people. Bad governance in any place impacts others. And that's why you see Africa is the biggest source of desperate moving young people through the Mediterranean, landing into Europe. It is cheaper for us to have functioning political parties operating within the law. It is cheaper than buying arms. It is cheaper than stopping wars.
Now
It is cheaper than destabilizing communities.
Imagine all those beautiful ideas
Yes.
in the ears of Muyanga Lutaya.
Yes.
How I wish all that was in the ears of those who have capacity to change what you want to see.
And this is why I'm speaking to them now, using your platform of Simon Muyanga Lutaya, to reach out to all those voices there that you see, you Western governments, it is cheaper for you to ensure that there's good governance in Uganda than bringing your relief agency, than bringing World Food Aid to give out food to displaced people. Cheaper than bringing United Nations human this agency of refugees, UNHRC. It is cheaper than providing the Red Cross with humanitarian agents at reception centers to receive internally displaced people. It works better for the country to live in peace and to live within the resources available to them than start wars, compromise security, compromise stability, compromise rule of law. It works best if we all live and let live and allow people to breathe in their homelands. It is in our best interest globally to live in peace. That's why in Hebrew the greeting is shalom, peace.
Be upon you.
The greeting in Luganda is eradde,
Peace.
peace. The greeting in Islam is salam alaikum,
Peace.
peace. That is why Jesus said, peace be with you. The common denominator is peace. So we could collectively work for peace, for humanity.
What would you tell Otunu if you met him today? Just in one statement, if you met him today.
I'd say, brother, what happened? Yes.
You start from there?
Yes, what happened? Give me the good news, what happened?
That would insinuate you would have loved him to continue opposing.
No, not at all. I want you to understand me. I'm happy for Uganda to have a national resource that has been lying idle to be activated to work for humanity. I would want to say, what happened? How did we get here? It's a legitimate question. Because he's eligible. But it's also partly because they've run out of their own. And they look for in the neighborhood.
They cannot.
They have.
They've just said they have so many. They have so many.
Not anymore.
They have so many. I believe even Adonia would do that.
He has issues.
How do Adonia
He
would
has
vote
issues.
at the UN?
He has issues. You leave me.
Nze Sir Simon Muyanga Lutaya.